So let's start with GTT, global. I won't even say GTT because I'll keep stuffing that up. Let's start with global temporary table statistics. And the question was, in fact, it was actually a statement. Someone said, I think there's a bug in global temporary table statistics from 12C or 12.2 onwards. Sometimes doing a gather of statistics will do a commit and sometimes it won't. And that's something that we've never seen before. Is that a bug? To help explain what this potential bug is, I think we need to first cover what the actual changes were for global temporary table statistics in 12C. And rather than bore you to death with slides, let's do some demos. First, I'm going to show you the standard 11G behavior. Now, don't be confused by the title, which says I'm connected to a database 18. What I've done here is I've set some parameters such that this will act like an 11G database. So I've created a global temporary table called T, and on commit preserve rows, I'll insert 10,000 rows into it and gather stats. We can gather stats on just about anything, and that's pretty cool. So far, so good. Let's now do an explain plan on querying that table. I'm just doing a simple select star from T. And so far, this looks exactly as we'd like. I put 10,000 rows in, I gathered stats, 10,000 rows, and the optimizer thinks I'm going to get 10,000 rows, table access full 10,000. Everything there is just running sweet. Where the problems start is, of course, this is a global temporary table. It is private. That's why we call it global. Not such a great word. It is private to the session. So if I reconnect, you can see the connector at the top there. I've reconnected in a brand new session. So of course, for this session, the global temporary table is empty. What happens if I put 50 rows in? As I said, this is a brand new session. I can do whatever I want. I've reconnected and therefore lost the previous session. But if that was a separate session that was open, it would still have its 10,000 rows sitting in there. This session only has 50. What happens though when I do a trace only explain? This session thinks I'm going to get 10,000 rows, even though there's only 50. The reason for this is in all versions of Oracle before 12, table stats were stats for the table. That seems like an obvious statement, but we only have one table. We only have one set of stats. So it applies to everybody. Doesn't matter how many people have a global temporary table, the last person to collect stats, their numbers are the ones that get used for everyone. Some mitigations for this in Oracle 11 would be don't collect stats ever on the table. What you could do is leave the stats blank, and then dynamic sampling would kick in. Now that might sound like a perfect solution, but in reality, someone might dynamically sample a query, select star from T in one session. They might see their sample of say 50 rows as this session has got here. If another session also in quick succession does the same query, they won't necessarily dynamically sample. If they see an execution plan for that same SQL already in the library cache, they'll simply reuse it to avoid the parsing overhead. So dynamic sampling helps you a little bit, but the reality is people are still going to pick up stats for global temporary table data that actually is from someone else's session. That's not such a good thing. So let's now look at the 12C behavior. Now, as you can see, I've called a thing called set global preps under DBMS stats to say that global temp table stats are now at session level. Now, this is something you won't have to do. This is the default in 12C. As the name sort of suggests, and we'll run through the demo, you can see hopefully what's going to improve things here. I'm going to create my global temporary table again. I'm going to insert 10,000 rows into this session and gather stats. Now, when I do set auto trace plan, I get 10,000 rows as the estimate. No difference there. One subtle difference is you can see it says global temporary session private statistics used. That sounds promising. Let me reconnect. I'll continue the same demo as we did before. I'm reconnected, brand new session. The table is empty. I'll put in just 50 rows. Recall in 11G, you would actually get an estimate of 10,000. I'll gather stats in this session and look at this. Fantastic. Now I get a session figure of 50. I'm using session private stats. This is one of the very cool things in Oracle 12 in the sense that we now have a set of statistics for each session in the global temporary table, as opposed to globally for all sessions, which by definition is probably going to be wrong unless you got one of those very lucky applications that has the same number of data no matter what session you're running in your global temporary table. So that's the changes in 12C. As I mentioned, it's important to realize that if you upgrade to Oracle 12, that new private session level of statistics is the default setting. Normally, when we introduce new features in the database, they default to the backward compatibility version. Sorry, let me try that again in English. Normally, when we upgrade a database, we generally err on the side of backward compatibility. We generally don't introduce new features without you actually having a flag to turn them on. The reason we opted for the new feature by default in 12C is, in reality, I really can't see much benefit of the old 11G version. It's what we were stuck with 11G, but I don't think it was ever really going to be a good option. So in this case, we've actually chosen the new option to be the default. But there is a dilemma. And this is actually, now that we've covered understanding of what the new session private stats are, global temporary tables can be phrased in two different ways. And before I cover that, it's important to realize that that will be impacted by the fact that DBMS stats does a commit. All calls to DBMS stats do a commit before they start. Now that might have some implications when it comes to global temporary tables. Let's continue our demo. I'm going to create my global temporary table. And the keyword here is, and I've used this for all the previous demos, I've done on commit preserve rows. And this is what I do when I want to have a global temporary table that I'm going to do multiple operations on. So I want to be able to end a transaction and not lose the rows. I'll put one row in and gather stats. Now, because DBMS stats gather table stats does a commit, I can see even if I issue a rollback at that point in time, my row is still in there. Even though I never explicitly issued a commit, DBMS stats has actually done a commit, and therefore my row is persisted. That creates a bit of a drama because there's another form of global temporary table, which you can see there on line 2 is on commit delete rows. And that's a type of global temporary table where the moment I end a transaction, either with a commit or a rollback, the data simply ceases to exist. So I put my row in there. In previous releases, I generally wasn't going to collect stats on a global temporary table anyway, because it generally was going to give me bad performance. But having just spent 5 minutes telling you, woohoo, look, global temporary table stats, session private stats, aren't these fantastic? I'd like to call DBMS stats here. But what's DBMS stats going to do? It's going to do a commit. And what's that commit going to do? Well, my rows are going to disappear. So the stats are going to come out as 0 in all cases. That is a bit of a problem. Much as you may claim otherwise, we're not stupid here at Oracle. We realize that this is a drama. So what do? Let's gather table stats and see what happens. The row is there. Now, even that is perhaps something that might be alarming or hopefully a pleasant surprise to you, because this is a on commit delete rows. If DBMS gather table stats does a commit, surely that row should have disappeared. And in fact, if I do a rollback, the data is gone. What we've done in 12.2 and above is DBMS stats can now optionally commit. It's not something in your control. That might be something that comes in future, but at the moment, it's not something under your control. When we have a global temporary table and we see that its definition is on commit delete rows, we know that A, yes, you'd like to collect stats on it because the new session private stats are pretty cool. But B, we realize if you were to do so with the old behavior of DBMS stats, then you'd be shooting yourself in the foot. The data would be gone. So we modified DBMS stats to not do a commit. When I was investigating this, I actually had someone probe around in the actual source code for DBMS stats for me. And I actually found this. There's actually a procedure in there called, effectively, am I allowed to do a commit at this point in time? And this is the comment. It actually says, this procedure decides whether the target table is an on-commit delete rows GTT. I said I wasn't going to say that, with session private stats. If yes, we do not commit, otherwise we do commit. So we have session private stats turned on, which is the default in 12. If you've turned that off, we will do a commit. And it's a global temporary table with on commit delete rows. We are offering that ability to collect stats without interrupting your transaction flow. The question is why? Why did we go to this effort? Why did we only allow the non-commit at this point, but everywhere else we commit? Well, I've mentioned before about backward compatibility. One of the things that a lot of people might be relying on in their application code is that I can do all sorts of stuff, and if I call DBMS stats, that's going to commit my transaction. We wanted to preserve that intent because we'd hate to actually break someone's application by saying, you know what, DBMS stats doesn't commit anymore, but we didn't tell you. So it's only in that particular case we've done it. The reason we felt confident about doing it in that particular case is I can be pretty confident that no one currently is calling dbms stats after populating a global temporary table with on-commit delete rows, because to do so is to empty that data straight out. So anyone that's doing that already is currently effectively has a code bug because they're wiping their data. So this is the only time that we can feel confident, say, yep, if we do this, we're not interrupting anyone's existing code, and we're giving added value by actually having you genuine private stats, even for your on-commit delete rows. So it's pretty cool. And that's why dbms stats now is not 100% guaranteed to do a commit. It will in almost all cases, except for private stats, global temporary table, on commit delete rows.